education and high-level trade analysis and dissection, you've come to the right place. My name is Pat Mitchell. I've been a professional day trader for the past 11 years, and I'm here to bring you exactly that. High-level professional day trading education, all here for free on YouTube and on X. And today we are going to be discussing a couple of trades taken with small size, and I will explain why. But I will show you the trades. We'll go over the entries, exits, and trade plans. Let's rock and roll. I hope you all had a wonderful day. I certainly did. Really nice week so far. And remember, it is a short week. Thursday, it's closed early. Market closes, I believe, at 1 p.m. And then Friday, it is closed. So let's go over today's plays. We were really patient with these entries. And actually, first, let's go over Qs because that was the main trade. So I'm going to get zoomed in, and I want to show actually the divergence between SPY and Qs. Qs really sold off and SPY held up. It's really interesting, and you're going to have to pay attention to that moving forward. And I may actually do a video lesson put up on the channel as well on this. But let's zoom in on these charts. So really standard, straightforward type of play here. Market opens up and it just consolidates. So a lot of people will have a tendency to go long or go short because they get impatient. What you really need to do in these situations is just simply wait for those technical levels. And that's exactly what I did. So once we sell off coming down into this 549.01 level, execute, got an absolutely beautiful entry. I'll zoom in on the entries here a little bit. So really nice entry. Simply paid myself as it came back up into what I call first level of natural, which is this. Okay. So from here to here is the trade. Now, normally, for those of you that watch my channel on a regular basis, you know I would generally be riding this up further and probably even add in, pay myself again. But today, you're not seeing that on these entry charts. So what I was doing today was actually working with traders, basically using small size, the size that you would be using towards the beginning of your career. I traded with 5 contracts, and it was a very straightforward trade. I was going to use a maximum of 10 contracts if I needed it to come down into my risk level. And then it's a way to manage that trade. Didn't need it. It ended up popping up basically immediately, getting immediate resolution to the trade, and simply took it off. So I locked in $74 on that trade. Now, some of you may look at that and be like, well, that's really small. But what you need to understand is when you're learning how to trade, you need to start with small size. And that adds up very quickly. So $74 on that trade. And then on SPY was a pretty nice one here. And SPY was a short. So exact same thing. We waited for Qs on the long entry. And for every long, there is a short. So if Qs bounces or SPY bounces into support and rides up, it's going to test a resistance level. And that's exactly what I did, guys. Just waited for the resistance. And it really is like, some of you may look at this and be like, oh, well, that seems overly easy and too good to be true. It isn't, though. Like, this is literally all I trade day in and day out. And this is how I make my living. I've been doing this for over a decade with wild success. So what a lot of people do in their trading is they overcomplicate things. They use a bunch of indicators or have some like wild strategy that clearly doesn't work, but they don't want to admit it doesn't work. So they keep trying to add things into a losing strategy. And then it just turns into this whole like absolute clusterfuck of a strategy. And that's why you just continuously spin your wheels. So very simple trades, execute, pay myself, again, very small size. So executed the trade into this level, work myself down into the first level of natural, what I call first level of natural. If you join Tricktrades, you'll understand that concept more. But really standard, straightforward trades here today. Absolutely beautiful. I was looking for Qs to come flying on up into the next level. If it could have done that, that would have been the next trade. And it started to take off, and then it got held up. SPY got held up at resistance, and Qs got held up at resistance with the opening price. The opening price of pre-market, which is right into this area and then simply failed from there. Now, there was a later opportunity, but that's all right. It's fine. I don't mind booking small trades and small days as long as I can teach my members something and they get something out of it. I'm very happy with that. So if you want to learn how to do this professionally and learn how to take trades with ease, come to tricktrades.com. Now, I'm not forcing you to do so. If you don't want to, that's fine. That's why I've put out over 980 free video lessons on YouTube. So go check out the channel. Make sure you like and subscribe. Just remember, if you're trying to do it the free route, it's just going to take you longer. So if you feel like you have all the time in the world to achieve your financial and day trading goals, that's fine. Then do that. If not, for the ones that are serious, come to Trick Trades, and we will see you guys tomorrow for another recap. Adios.